Okay, no worries. I keep getting stuff picked up all over the place. So we should now be live, by the way. I don't know if there's anybody actually in SRA at the minute, but if you are, good evening. Welcome to match 2 between, well, it's match 2 for both Traviktox versus Glaucio and Andreww versus AWP. I'm Swapspace. I'm joined by Cloth. Cloth, do you want to... And it's much appreciated. Our runners seem to all be getting ready. We do have a little bit of trouble getting one of our runners into SRL. We're just working on that now. This evening we have pizza on Tracker, I believe. Pete just turned up in chat there. About ready to boycott Best Buy, apparently. Come on, let's see if we can get Traviktox in there. Yeah, we do have some trouble with Traviktox getting in here. If you bear with us while we try and sort this out, that'd be much appreciated. Very odd. Okay, so Traviktox is having some issues with the Speedruns Live IRC client. As am I, by the looks of things. happen to have any SRL mods in chat? If so, do you happen to have any idea? Aha, Traviktox is in. Fantastic. Okay, we now have all 5 of our runners in. Traviktox is now using live split. Fantastic. It's just so much easier, isn't it? Sorry dear, I meant to say all 4 there. I said all 5 because I'm in there as well. I'm doing gatekeeper for these guys. Okay, so we've got our runners are readying up now. We have 1 left. I believe that will be Traviktox, who will be loading up the seed as we speak. Oops. Okay, our runners have all dot readied. Traviktox does not appear to have the seed ready. Gonna give them a few seconds until the seed appears on stream. Couple of seconds to set up controller stuff. And I've released the runners. So in 10 seconds and some stream delay, our runners will be off. And to give you a countdown on SRL, we are go. So we've got Garuda, Kegor, Gima and Puyo for our runners here. 2 6-letter words. For the superstitious, that could be bad, it's not horrendous. What are your guesses on first item, Ploff? Aww. How can yours be faster than mine? I'm doing the restream. Ah, you're doing a multi-twitch, aren't you? Ooh, interesting. So that is an interesting thing with the restream. Even though you're the source of the video, you are slightly behind. If you're going to cheat, I'm going to cheat too. No, I won't. That's going to destroy my internet if I do that. Okay, apparently people can't hear you.
Oh dear, that's no good.
There we go. Can we hear Ploff now?
Hello, hello? Hi, friends?
Phenomenal.
Great!
Top quality
My name is
restream.
Ploff27.
I just completely muted my core commentator.
That is okay. I'm going to be helping commentary on this SMRAT race. Okay. As someone that has done restreaming in the past for speedrunning events, I feel your pain. Restreaming is impossible.
Thank you.
Also, no power bombs here in Old Brinstar, which means unfortunately no meme route. Those that watched my matches yesterday know I'm quite a fan of meme route, but I guess we won't be seeing that today. Tier, cry, cry. Yep. Also means no early Billy Mays check. Is another thing.
This is true, and we'll be interested to see which of our runners come back through the powerbomb door on their way down
Yeah.
after visiting Big Pink.
Mm-hmm.
Runners for me are, well, Traviktox and Fooster have just hit the top of the elevator. Ice Beam throwing the muscle memory off ever so slightly here, I imagine. Shooting the
Yeah,
pirates.
I saw Fuzda hitting pirates with missiles there, so that way you could guarantee to kill them in one hit instead of freezing them in one hit and then killing them in the next one.
That's a very nice strat, actually.
Ooh. Trav just did a really cute Ice Beam hero shot on the zoomer at the top of Parlor, just to help keep it out of the way.
Oh, nice. I will catch up with that in about 10 seconds.
Here we see power bombs at regular bombs. No BT fight today, sorry guys. As Fuzda enters Terminator. So far, no crazy route divergences. Nothing particularly nuts going on. It seems that this seed is putting our players down a pretty linear path here at the beginning, although we do see Trav going to go check the dentistry missiles, the 230 missiles here.
Fairly standard start so far. Yeah, Pluff, do you maybe want to jump on SRA to watch? Got a comment in chat there that you're way ahead.
Oh, sure.
Stream delay is only a couple of seconds, I think.
Sure thing. I don't know how I ended up so ahead, but hey, I guess I'm not complaining.
Okay, so on my screen we've got Fooster has just hit the bottom of the pirate shaft. Traviktox just leaving 230. AWP is now heading in towards 230 and Glaucio not far behind.
Yep, same here.
Andreww making his way down to Green Bryn. Traviktox.
No.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry. For those wondering, Fuzda/Andreww did very quickly check the two items at the end of Gauntlet. It was a missile and a super missile, and no players have enough power bombs to be going right into Gauntlet here.
A nice early find in the early supers room there of a screw attack by Andreww. Spotted that on his way past.
Yep. Can't complain about an early screw attack.
Got supers and more power bombs. Interesting. Yep. Can't wait to see what we've got at the early supers item itself here. Nice to see some movement nice and early.
I would anticipate that Andreww is going to be going up to wrecked ship early, as will Trav most likely, although we'll have to see what items they get. Also, just a missiles at Alpha Supers, nothing particularly exciting.
Which is unfortunate. Nice quick drop from Andreww there. Grab his screw attack.
Very clean.
Glaucio taking out the pirates on the way down the pirate shaft. His AWP looks to be farming up a little bit before heading in towards early supers.
AWP... Yeah. Okay.
I think grabbing
it looked like they might have been skipping early supers. But... Yeah, I think so. Here, Andreww appears to be dropping down the Etakun shaft. Finds another super pack.
Glaucio just enters Green Bryn. Gonna make his way through the early supers. Normal missile pack for Andreww. Screw attack makes this room so much easier when you have low health.
Oh yeah. Frogs, what frogs?
Oh look, there's a bit of them over there. Andreww makes his way up the Etikun shaft.
Oh, it drops the wall jump just a little too early.
And we have
Etikun shaft.
more
More
supers.
supers. I would expect that these players are going to be picking up a lot of supers until they find Charge Beam. Just for Ridley later on. Ridley, of course, requiring 30 supers to beat if you don't have Charge Beam. Or some other combination of missiles and power bombs, but supers are the fastest without charge.
It's been a while since I've seen a seed which is so ammo heavy to start.
Yeah, coming into Prink Brain with 20-20-10 here on Andrew's screen, quite a lot, and there's also quite a few more items to check here in Big Pink.
Missiles for Andreww.
Decides, I don't need those.
This is a little Monka S.
Yep, it's those.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Those guys really hurt.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact damage. Maybe someone in chat can help, but between those spikes and those big side hoppers, you can die pretty quickly and easily in that room if you're not very careful. But Andrew's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah,
Although so far, Pink Bryn only seems to be having ammo, but there is an energy tank at charge. That's going to be useful.
I think those big hoppers do 80 damage with no suits.
I want to say it's around there. For some reason, my brain's telling me 70, but I think I might be thinking of a different hopper enemy. And you're now checking backdoor Spore Spawn. Trav also going through Pink Bryn, not far behind, while Glauso Souza and AWP are doing their wall jumps up the Etikun shaft. We have Vanilla Supers at Spore Spawn Supers. Trav also in Mission Impossible, but with a little more health, so a little less scary. Gets the good setup for the escape as well.
Nice, let's see if we get it. Ooh, unfortunate. And we've got confirmation on 80 from chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zost Nazda. See Andreww get this wavegate glitch.
Yep. High jumpless wave gate. Not easy to do. Trying to get the good setup for it here. Trav also. That looked pretty good on Trav's screen. That might have been a first try, and it was.
There we go.
Here at Wavegate is more supers, although that does put Trav at the golden 30 super missile mark. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up a couple more just to be safe.
It's always nice to have a little bit of a margin when you're going into that really fight.
Absolutely. And it is possible. And it is possible that these runners might also be anticipating chargeless, because that has happened before. There have been rando races where people have beaten Mother Brain with only supers, which takes a lot.
Yeah. The first seed I rolled for this was a completely beamless seed.
Oof.
Felt really bad for that.
That can be rough. Also, it looks like Andreww is going to be going back. Yep, going back into Blue Brinstar to be checking, at the very least, this item past the side hoppers. Probably also Billy Mays, I would expect. Oh, and it is Charge Beam!
Nice.
That little check is going to pay off in a big way. And says, you know what, I don't need Billy Mays, this is enough. Decides to go back into Green Hill Zone.
Yeah, as they're pointing out in chat there, he's actually a little short on PBs right now to be able to check Billy Mays.
Yes, needing 3. 4. No, he has screw attack.
He's got screw, yeah.
Yeah, so he should be able to do it with just 2. Get out. Yeah, you can get out with screw attack. It's just tricky. You just need to do a very short spin jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get back out into Green Hill Zone. That is a good point. He would need to go up.
Yeah.
Speaking of going up, Andreww is climbing Red Tower, heading towards the wrecked ship.
hero shot misses it, unfortunately.
Yep. But he's got Ice Beam and Screw Attack. He'll be right up there in no time.
Very nicely recovered.
We see Trav also going to check Blue Brinstar and will be rewarded with their Charge Beam as well.
And at Alpha PBs we have...
Just
SMRAT.
missiles. Looks
And
like...
more missiles. Excellent. This is pretty rough so far.
Yeah. Well, it's enough that a accomplished runner can sort of make do for a while.
Yeah.
There's a fair amount of ammo, and Screw Attack, a lot of rooms aren't too dangerous. But yeah, not a lot of major movement items here early on.
See
if you want to check...
betas, more supers. Andreww just nobs out of there.
And we see Glauso Souza, looks like maybe not going down Red Tower, might be wanting to go check the items at the top of Red Tower. Not sure if they're confident in their CWJ or diagonal bomb jumps, but we will see. And Trav is most definitely going down Red Tower. Also, yeah, could be going to check Gauntlet.
And possibly just take a save at this point too. We are now 15 minutes in.
Yes.
It's a horrible time loss.
Yes. There is Energy Tank at Moat, and here Trav coming into Spazer with just missiles. Also, AWP is going down Red Tower as well. No X-ray checks here. And you're taking a ship save before going into the wrecked ship. A very smart play, if I do say so myself.
Possibly also going to head up check Gauntlet.
Might be. Yep.
Sorry, I missed what was at the back of Gauntlet. You said Andreww checked it.
There was a missile and a super missile. And yes, Fuzda beautifully doing those delayed wall jumps. That is not as easy as it looks there. Getting in the Gauntlet quite quickly.
Wish I could make it look that easy.
I can usually get it after 5 or 6 tries. But yeah, it is a lot trickier than it looks. Meanwhile, Trav is heading down into Kraid's lair.
Shoutouts to Fry Guy for this Gauntlet check.
Yep.
And more supers.
Decides to leave through the normal Gauntlet entrance instead of just resetting back to the ship. I'm not sure if that's faster, but I would believe it's faster.
Yeah. Especially with movement like that. If you're not waiting for the lava to move, then it speeds things up a bit.
Here we see AWP descending into Norfair here and not going to Kraid right away.
Lovely Kraid quick kill from Traviktox.
No stand-up DLC today, at least not yet. And here, before going to wreck ship, Andreww is also going to be checking 230 missiles. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was just a minor.
Might have been a reserve looking at the other runners.
Oh, yes, you're right. It was a reserve. Did anyone catch what the Croc Escape item was? I know AWP just checked it, but I was looking at a different screen.
Croc Escape was missiles, I believe.
Okay.
Just more minors.
Gravity at high jump missiles.
Interesting.
That is something. I would be interested to see if AWP is going to be going directly into Meridia from here.
I missed what was in the
or if they're going to keep...
I assume Trav checked that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla E-Tank for Kraid.
Yep. I mean, I personally like to pick up 7 or 8 tanks and randomizers, make sure that you've got enough health to do stand-up glitch. It's also nice and safe, so you don't have to worry too much about dying.
Let's see if AWP's...
Also...
Yep, heading straight out of Norfair. Not checking the
Here...
outside.
Yep.
A little bit tight with his health at the minute.
Currently, Andreww going up to Billy Mays, now having enough power bombs to make it in and out.
Lovely wall jump there.
Here, Galcio also going for a gauntlet check, while AWP heads into Crade. Energy tank and missiles at Billy Mays.
I think at this point in logic we possibly have to have some progression in Meridia. Can't think of anywhere else the progression can be now.
Yes, I think so. It's yeah. Trying to think if there's any spots that haven't been checked yet by anyone, but I'm not thinking of anything. There could be something at ice. Here, Trav is about to check it. Area at ice is not impossible, although it would be a little surprise. Actually, no, because it requires mock balls in logic. Oh yeah, that is a hell run. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also don't think mock balls are in logic. In fact, they can't be because
yeah, they're not. They're not.
Yeah. Boom, we've got some DLC for AWP.
Gotta bring that extra speed running content. This message brought to you by the Animals Gang. Also, just missiles at Ice Beam for Trav. Andreww seems to be making another loop, doing a whole bunch of Brinstar cleanup before heading into Wreck Ship or going down Red Tower.
Yep. Glashio getting a nice moonfall there.
Yep. Going to go check Mother Brain missiles, it would seem. Vanilla Mother Brain missiles.
Yeah. I think Grav is pretty much all that's required for logical access to Wreck Ship via the Forgotten Highway.
Yes.
Which we have seen a few seeds that have forced it.
Grav also opting to not enter Meridia through the tube, wanting to check a few more items here. Also, Andreww makes it down to Crade.
And the item in the wall was just missiles.
Yes.
I've taken the Slaughter's refill. See where they head next.
Looks like he'll be going up into Wreck Ship, maybe? I'd expect.
Yeah, continuing upwards, so we're not going to see an X-ray check.
X-ray checking without grapple or space jump can be pretty tricky. It's possible if you time your deboost right off of those waivers, but certainly no shame in not doing that here, especially with those hard 60 damage spikes, although with gravity they will only be doing 30.
Gosh. Trav heading down. Gonna find nothing but more ammo. AWP.
Here, AWP has entered Meridia. Checking those items going up Main Street.
We have missiles.
And Vanilla Supers at Crab Supers.
Not a very generous seed so far.
No, not at all.
Sorry.
I think that I would not be surprised if many of these renders end up spending a lot of time checking all of the various items in Meridia here.
Yeah.
So and it looks like Trav is heading up to Wreck Ship, or at least I would expect them to. So if Wreck Ship ends up having a lot of good progression items in it, then these Meridia runners are going to be hurting. So we'll have to see where everyone goes from here. AWP here at Mama Turtle, slowly while jumping up the wall.
You maybe have to have something here to be able to get up Mount Everest.
Yes, I think so. Is gravity jump in logic? Because you can gravity jump it.
You can, but I don't think
That looked like... That looked like vanilla bombs.
Which would mean that IBJs up Mount Everest are in logic.
Yeah. So AWP deciding not to get the bombs right now. I think it's possible even without high jump. Maybe, but I'm not certain. I think you... yeah, I'm not sure. Instead, AWP deciding to gravity jump their way up Mount Everest, while Trav is going to be entering wreck ship. 2 synced gravity jumps.
Those bombs aren't in logic. Okay, thanks, Asda.
Okay, thank you. This moat gravity jump is not as easy as one might think, despite actually being not a lot of distance you need to clear. Though it looks like Trav has gotten it. Very nice. Gonna be checking the ocean item. Meanwhile, Glacio has not yet gone into Norfair, has not yet found the gravity suit, but is going to be going into Kraid pretty soon here, while Andreww makes his entrance into Meridia.
Traviktox finding nothing but missiles under the ocean there.
We have a watering hole check here coming out of AWP. While Trav enters the wrecked ship, or the dead ship, as it were. Andreww is going to go check the Mama Turtle items. Double supers here in the watering hole. That will bring AWP's super count up to 55 if they pick up both, and they will. Vanilla missiles at the dead ship spike room. I don't know what that exact section of the ship is called.
And we're going to see our first Fantoon fight from Traviktox.
As they're pointing out, that progression is probably going to be in wrecked ship. Either grapple, space jump, or Varia. Most likely.
We're setting up for some DLC. Doesn't get it. Got a quick kill.
AWP taking the save here in Aqueduct, most likely going to be checking some sand pits and then resetting if it's no good.
Very nice Fantoon fight from Traviktox there. Looks like you're in rage.
Oh, it was so close. Fantoon's so red. Although, with Screw Attack, the Fantoon fight is pretty easy. Especially with 4 E-tanks and the suit and some in reserves. Shouldn't be an issue.
Nice stuff with both aerial and studders.
I was watching other players. AWP checks. That was right side sand. I didn't see what was there, but they decided not worth it. Now that Fantoon is dead, we can finally explore most of the wrecked ship and see what progression items we will find here. AWP now dropping into the left side sand.
Traviktox heads across to check right side supers.
AWP checking left side sand. I saw a super missile and I didn't see the other item, but also did not opt to take it. Vanilla supers at right side red ship supers. Meanwhile, Andreww is heading towards Botwoon. We're going to be seeing an ice clip here pretty quickly. Very nice ice clip.
Regular missiles at left side supers there. Andreww picking up his gravity suit. And we're going to see a snail clip from AWP by the looks of things.
Looks like he's wanting to leave. Guess does not feel confident in his snail clipping, which is totally fair. Or snail clipping. Does not feel confident in his ice clipping. Either that or maybe there's something else in Meridia he wants to go look at before going to Dragon. X-ray at Batu tank. X-ray, of course, is still useful. It allows you to perform stand-up glitch because it can uncrouch you.
At the back of
Speed booster. So that opens up Frog Speedway.
Yeah.
And honestly, we might be seeing a Varia at Bubble Mountain Missiles. That's not impossible. I kind of want that to happen. I saw someone mention it at some point in the Discord, and I want to see it.
I think we have a seed where that happened last night. I don't remember who it was.
Plasma beam at Cathedral.
Ooh.
We might be seeing some microwaves later on, as long as players find all of the necessary items. Also, Glaucia is hell running through Cathedral. I feel like we should have pointed that out. That's just happening. Oh, doesn't quite get through before reserves trigger, but he does survive all his way to Bubble Mountain. See the
that's actually a very bold move with this logic, because he's now. It's very unlikely that Varia is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's now got to get back.
Also, without high jump, the Bubble Mountain jumps are going to be very tricky to do. Looks like he's probably trying to get a little bit more health so that way he can get to that croc farming location nearby. AWP heading into Batoon. Meanwhile, Traviktox is checking right side attic. Just an E-tank, but wants it anyway. Andreww is now heading into Dragon. No speed booster means we are going to be seeing probably missiles and supers. I know you can pseudo-screw Dragon, but AWP taking a death, unfortunately. I'm not sure where he's saved. His last save in Meridia before the snail clip. That is pretty rough.
That's unfortunate.
Andreww opened up the Dragon fight with an ice shield. I love that opening. Here at Wreck Ship Reserve. Varia is at Wreck Ship Reserve. So
ooh, that's very bad news for Glaucio.
Yes. This Wreck Ship run is proving to be very worth it here for Trav. And unfortunately, these Hell runs probably not going to prove so worth it.
Oh, we've got Smoky Beam. Missiles in the sky.
Trav does decide to take the supers, despite having charge, ice, and wave. They are still very nice to have.
Actually, I'm going to go farm up a little bit here.
Also, it is worth mentioning, since currently Trav has speed booster and no high jump boots, they are going to have to be playing with some pretty weird jumping physics, in particular like some pretty low jump heights from a lot of types of jumps. It's really difficult to fully describe exactly how strange it feels if you've never done it before, but it feels like Samus has gum on her shoes. She just never seems to quite make it up there. Also, Andreww does make it out of the dragon fight. I didn't see the dragon item, but it's not on the tracker, so I'm assuming it wasn't important.
It was a reserve.
Ah, thank you very much.
You're finding a reserve at the bottom of speed hallway there as well.
And super missile at speed.
AWP picks up the X-ray scope. Traviktox heading for his Varia suit. See what we've got at this item here.
Just an E-tank. If he picks it up, and he does. You can, of course, morph under it if you really want to save the item fanfare.
have a Varia.
And is Traviktox in go mode? I'm trying to think, is there anything he needs that he doesn't have right now? Because he has Ice Beam to kill Metroids. He has Ice Beam to get into Dragon.
He can get a
he
washroom.
He doesn't have a vanilla method to do Worst Room or to enter Lower Norfair, but he could Gravity Jump or he could Lava Dive.
Yeah.
We've seen him Gravity Jump, so we know he's capable. Worst Room is pretty tricky without High Jump, but you can do it. So yeah.
I'm sure doing some more hell runs, checking the wave items.
Yep. Trav most likely going to be going directly down to Ridley at this point, then grabbing Dragon on the way out for what will probably be a very fast time here. Assuming nothing terrible happens. This race is certainly not over. And you're now checking sand pits. Ditto.
AWP starts their Dragon fight. Traviktox getting a mini moonfall there.
Ooh, with Charge Ice, Traviktox might do the static strat for getting up Worst Room. Well, I do believe he has to do it to freeze the pirate midair. I just don't know if he's going to do the super fast setup, which is really beautiful, and I really hope it happens. But we will see. It's very tricky to pull off.
AWP didn't lose that much time with Death Phoenix. A couple of minutes at most.
Yeah. Andreww and AWP are honestly pretty close, I would say, at this point. Andreww does have Charge, which is pretty good here. Charge, of course, being at Blue Brinstar Power Bombs. Andreww also already has Dragon down, but is also taking this diversion to go check Asthma Beam. And they are close enough that I would still quite confidently say that it is either of their race.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the Asthma Beam. I think I'm funny. Here, Glacio back in Bubble Mountain. Looks like trying to freeze a waiver to get up to Bubble Mountain Reserve.
Asda, please.
Thank you, Asda. Thank you. Fuel my ego. Andreww having a little bit of trouble getting out of this pink pirate room here without high jump or space jump.
Really tight jump.
Yeah. That wall jump looks possible.
Yeah, I think this.
Although, if it's not possible, he is soft-locked because he can't IBJ, and he killed all the pirates, so he can't freeze a pirate to get out. It's possible. Thank you, Asda. Also, we saw a reset from Glacio. I'm guessing Wreck Ship Reserve was nothing of great interest. Here, Trav coming up on Batoon, about to do their ice clip. Oh, never mind. They have speed. They don't need to. Haha.
Surprise! Andreww gets it.
Fantastic.
Very nicely done. Yeah, Toasty, if I'm not mistaken, that's the exact same setup as Worst Room. I think that's a pixel perfect wall jump.
I've gotten the Worst Room high jumpless wall jump check exactly once ever. I didn't get the wall jump, I got the wall jump check. I think it was also in a rando, although I had bombs, so I eventually just decided to IBJ. Yes, I went for the pixel perfect wall jump because I really just don't like IBJing. Also, Glacio is going to be checking Croc here.
Interesting.
I think in like a season races rando, this would be a pretty reasonable play at this point. But
Yeah.
in SMRAT, we know that Varia is not going to be anywhere in Norfair. So I'm not sure exactly what they're looking for here, although we do see a nice croc walk. Very nice.
Pretty cool little animation glitch there too.
Andreww goes for a green gate glitch to leave Meridia. There you go.
That's it. So Melodia, the idea behind the accessible tournament is that the requirements on movement techniques and sequence breaking and that sort of thing are very limited, with the aim of getting newer runners into SM. And we see a weird deformed crop on Glaucio's screen. And so the only techniques that are required by the logic which places these items is infinite bomb jumps, because we want, you know, something for the runners to learn. Infinite bomb jumps, wall jumps. I can't remember what else is in logic. Not a lot. Shine sparks.
Yeah, anything that's expected to beat the vanilla game, plus wall jumps, plus IBJ. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, Trav picks up space jump. I don't know where they found that. I wasn't paying attention, but somewhere they got space jump.
That in the wall? Outside of...
I saw someone check wall and it wasn't there. It might have been vanilla space jump, and just Andreww didn't check it, or checked it and I guess didn't want it for some reason.
Aqueduct.
AWP going for a... Thank you, Aqueduct. Our tracker, Pete, doing an excellent job here.
At least somebody's paying attention, eh?
Certainly ain't us.
Nope. Only the best here on SRA.
Yep. Trav
gets a nice green gate glitch.
Yes. Trav going down the sandpit on their way to Lower Norfair. Spring ball at gravity. Run
Excellent.
Validated. I learned my lesson from my match 1 race. Always pick up spring ball. In my race, it was at the oh, I don't remember what the room is called, but it's the bit of the wrecked ship that's criteria, like outside, and it was the item that's like way up in the top corner. You're supposed to like shine spark up to get, or ride the green dude. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, it was spring ball, and then to get to bowling, you need to get through that one little section where you have to do a bomb jump or a spring ball jump. And I didn't have bombs, and I was out of power bombs, and I went down there and I soft locked because I didn't pick up spring ball. Lesson learned. Pick up spring ball.
Glaucio finds just an E-tank behind in the cosine room.
Yes. Did we see what was that Indiana Jones? I don't think we did. No, we did see it. Were we paying attention? No.
It probably wasn't important.
Yeah. It's tricky to follow 4 races at once. Andreww is currently going up to the wrecked ship. Trav now making their way down to Lower Norfair. AWP has also looks like they're going up to wrecked ship.
Indiana Jones is the... I think it's a vanilla missile. It's a vanilla... Yeah. It's a missile tank in vanilla, which is
yes, it's
in
the
top right of the room outside of the grapple location.
Yes. I think named so because you're supposed to grapple across some rippers at the top and you're kind of like swinging like Indiana Jones. AWP having some trouble climbing Red Tower with speed booster on, no high jump boots, and decides to turn it off. Also turns off screw attack just that way they don't accidentally screw attack any platforms.
Oh, that's a good point from Dave. Glaucio had no way of checking the Indiana Jones missiles.
Oh yes, he wouldn't have been able to get high enough with his current kit.
Traviktox just about to enter Lower Norfair. Nice chronic boost.
Very nice. Almost gets bodied by a Namihe, but it's fine. Not even close. Those Namihe shots do, I want to say, 50 damage with both suits. Not a small amount, unless I'm wrong.
Glaucio now doing reverse hell runs. As Andreww enters the wreck ship. AWP are going to check alpha missiles. Alpha PVs even.
Traviktox not going to be checking the GT item. No point. Also gets the fast pillar set up and then immediately bonks on a pillar because speed booster. Thanks, speed booster. And just space jumps across. Yeah, with space jump and screw attack, Travis lined up for a pretty quick lower north air here. Being able to easily just screw attack through a whole bunch of enemies down here. Andreww into his Fantoon fight. While AWP appears to be approaching the wreck ship pretty quickly. Glaucio is still in north air, maybe thinking about heading up. Nope, doing ice beam check.
Screw attack makes lower north air so much more pleasant.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Traviktox just blasting through everything here.
There's a reason I run 100% in GT code.
While we are just waiting for our runners moving towards the next items, let's give these guys a follow.
Absolutely. These runners are all awesome. They all do a lot of Super Metroid, and you should follow all of them.
They all run for your entertainment, and not because they enjoy it in the slightest.
Purely selfless act. Also, very nice Ninja Pirates room and dojo out of Trav. I just wanted to shout that out. It was good. Good job. 10 out of 10.
Very clean.
And Trav is into Ridley. With Charge Ice Wave, that beam combo is not going to do a lot of damage, so I'd anticipate him using a lot of supers, although he is popping a couple charge shots in here. Looks like Glaucio reset the Crumble Tower item. Meanwhile, AWP and Andreww are checking wreck ship and the items around it.
Has to confirm in there that nothing a streamer does is ever because they end.
No fun allowed here. Okay.
Gets picked up.
Trav finishes off Ridley. Very nice.
It's 4
He was out of missiles and supers. He had me worried, but yeah, that is all 4 of the major G4 bosses done. Just a lower Norfair escape and a Turian left, and with Ice Beam, Turian should be pretty quick. I'd be curious to see if Trav takes a ship refill before going into Turian, just to get some supers, as he currently has 1.
Yep.
You want to enter Turian with a little more than that if you can.
It's, I think ambitious would be a good word to explain not taking a ship refill.
It would be bold. It'd be very bold. Glaucio has now left Norfair and looks to be going up towards maybe wreck ship, maybe Meridia, taking these loaders refill.
Andreww getting some nice deboosts in the attic then. As AWP starts their Fantoon fight. There's still very little in it between the bottom runners here.
Yeah. Our bottom 2 runners are very, very close. Within a few minutes of each other. both of them have the entirety of Lower Norfair to go. So
There's still a lot that can happen.
yes, there's a lot of opportunity for lead changes, especially in Lower Norfair.
Traviktox powering his way out of Lower Norfair there.
Yep. Blasts right past the Three Musketeers. Screw attack making that go so much more easily. AWP having a little bit of trouble with some Dopplers on Fantoon, but not in any huge risk of dying with their current set. Lots of energy, gravity suit, and also plenty of ammo even if they miss a little bit.
Andreww got a beautiful ball in spark there.
And AWP takes out Fantoon.
I think that was a nice CWJ from Glaucio there, if I saw that right.
Oh, was it?
I didn't see if Andreww took a peek in at the reserve item.
I think he did take a look. And either way, he is going to get it.
We've got Traviktox making their way through Meridian, rapidly approaching Turian.
Meanwhile, all of our other three runners are in wrecked ship, although different parts of it. AWP is starting their wrecked ship checks, Andreww is about to leave, and Glaucio is about to go fight Fantoon.
See if Traviktox touches the fish, and like a civilized individual leaves it well alone.
Yes. Unfortunately, no grapple beam, so we can't tickle the fish today, but we can at least wave, say hi.
We've got to see a ship refill out of him here. 8,
Yeah.
1 and 5 is not a good way to go into Turian.
Yeah. Although, you know, if he wants to make this race an awful lot closer, that's one way to do it. Well, Andreww now heading down that tower.
Charge ice plasma shots on Fantoon here.
Nothing wrong with that. Nice, safe strats. Nothing too crazy, not having to worry about fiddly Doppler timings or anything like that.
Andreww now making a beeline for Lower Norfair.
Yep. It is Kill Ridley RTA. Fantoon deep in the red on Glaucio's screen. Not much health left. Giving everyone's favorite pattern, the slow pattern. And Fantoon goes down. And Trav is entering Turian.
Andreww picking up a few extra power bombs on the way down there.
No shame in that. Wouldn't want to have to grab power bombs of shame, which might not actually be power bombs. AWP into attic, screw attack, making this real easy for them. While Trav is showing off some pretty quick Metroid rooms. With all those supers, you can just hundo these rooms. Now, Trav does have Trav can, in theory, do stand-up glitch, I'm pretty sure, because he could refill with reserves halfway through the Hyper Beam hit. And I'm pretty sure that works. But I'm not certain.
Sounds like it. I suspect we've got...
It certainly sounds like something that should work, right? Yeah. My understanding of how stand-up works. Quote-unquote understanding. Trav does save the 40 frames by facing to the right after getting grabbed by the baby. In every single one of my races, I always mean to do that and then mess it up. AWP is heading out of the wrecked ship into this brief section of criteria, while Glacio goes to check wrecked ship E-tank. Andreww does not have space jump here for worst room in the game.
We've already seen this wall jump once. Let's see how quickly he gets it the second time.
But it looks like he is going for the ice beam strat.
Hope he doesn't kill these pirates too. Excellent.
There we go.
Very nice.
Very clean. Trav on into Mother Brain.
This AWPN is balling. Glacio leaves the... Is it an E-tank here normally? Yeah, it's wreck ship
Yes.
E-tank, isn't it?
Yes. You don't run 100%, do you?
I do not.
Yes, it's an E-tank.
Ooh, we get a lovely speed strat here from Andreww.
Yes.
Lovely new
Killing
round
those two
strat.
key hunters with the Shine Spark Echoes. Meanwhile, Trav is fighting Mother Brain, using a lot of supers here. Ice Wave Charge does not do a whole lot of damage. I don't know exactly how much it is, but I know it's not a lot. And it would require a lot of charge shots to kill Mother Brain with it using only charge shots. Somebody more knowledgeable than I can maybe do the math on that. Also, vanilla power bombs of shame. I find it interesting that Andreww stopped by to check power bombs of shame. Not sure what... He might just be looking for more beams to speed up Ridley and Mother Brain, honestly. Resets the Ninja Pirates room. Meanwhile, Trav is dodging ketchup. No Heinz 57 today. I think it's 57.
That sounds right.
Either 57 or 59. Also, no stand-up glitch out of Trav either. Just gonna be having our favorite part of the speedrun, check Twitter, where you check Twitter while you wait for the cutscene to play. 100 shots total with no supers? Well, it depends on beam combo and how much damage you do. But 100 sounds right for Charge Ice Wave. AWP now leaving the wrecked ship. Varia in tow. Going to be making their way down to Lower Norfair.
Get ready for one of the saddest things in video game history. Get your baby things ready. I'll show pics of his smoky beam.
Andreww is taking an opportunity to farm up some bugs here before Ridley. Only at 15 supers and with only charge Ice Beam, yeah, having to fight Ridley with just Ice Beam is pretty tricky. And at the very least, very long. Though farming these bugs can be also pretty tricky without Grapple Beam. Some call it the Lower Norfair wall jump practice. Andreww just going right into Ridley. 11 missiles, 16 supers, and 9 power bombs, and he says, yeah, that's enough.
Ooh, nice on shield strats.
Yep. This is going to be a pretty tricky Ridley fight here for Andreww. He has a lot of health, so he can afford to make quite a few mistakes. But it's not going to be easy with this kid. It's going to take a lot of shots to bring Ridley down. He can take off the second half of Ridley's health bar using his supers. So once he gets Ridley into the red, he can just start pumping him full of supers to take him down. But this first half is going to take a little while. Meanwhile, Traviktox has finished Mother Brain 3, just has to do the escape.
AWP making his way through gauntlet.
Probably going to be doing a little bit of cleanup before going down into Lower Norfair. Keep in mind, AWP has not yet found Charge Beam, and might still be looking for that.
That's a very good point.
Also, they might not be confident in their ability to do Worst Room without high jump or space jump. Might not be super confident in their charge. They don't have charge, so they can't freeze the pirates. Yeah, they need a way to get through Worst Room. And
Traviktox
barring a little bit of expecting a pretty cool here.
We already know the time.
Yep.
Traviktox has done with an official SRL time of 59 minutes and 35 seconds. GG to Traviktox.
EG.
Very good time.
We want to get in Trav for an interview?
Yep, we'll see if they're up for it. Who's to somehow finding time to type in SRL during this fight?
He has nerves of steel. Ridley doesn't scare him.
And Traviktox is going to join us for an interview. Let me get them in the right voice channel once they join. And
Tuesday checks Ridley item for, or Ridley E-Tank for a vanilla E-Tank. AWP is going down to Blue Brinstar. We'll likely be finding Charge Beam pretty soon, while Glacio is making their way up Main Street Meridia.
move you across to Andrew's audio. Traviktox has joined us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, indeed.
GG.
GG.
How did you find that?
Oh, it was a pretty fast seat. Sub 1 hours, a pretty decent time, I guess.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah,
bad.
finding very early in Wrecked Ship, I think, is what would really put you in a very good position. Wrecked Ship had a lot of good items there to find.
Speed booster, Varia. And then I was on go mode. I just wanted another movement item like high jump boots or space jump. Get an easy worst room in the game. Because without high jump, it's pretty hard, that wall jump.
Yeah, there's the Fray Perfect wall jump. There's also, you can, with Charge and Ice, freeze the pirate and get up that way. But
That
yeah.
would be faster, I guess. But then I found Space Jump in Maridia.
Mhm.
Yeah, really nice find. Any particular bits that you're proud of or ashamed of? Any embarrassing mistakes you thought you made?
I think everything went fine.
I think so.
What route
Really
did
clean.
Andreww do?
So
Because he
he
got the same
did
item than me.
Parade, Dragon, Fantoon, Ridley. I want to say.
I think that's right.
So
yeah.
he done Dragon
Yeah.
first and before me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any questions for us? Or
I think not.
any item locations you'd like to know?
Of course, Spring Ball.
Spring Ball
I
was.
see my opponent got it.
Oh gosh, where was Spring Ball?
That's a good question.
We should have.
Ground
His
Spring.
Flash Up picked it up.
Does
Oh
anyone
god.
remember?
Grapple, yes,
Grapple.
it was a grapple.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you,
grab-
Pete.
Yeah, Glacio ended up doing a whole lot of hell runs before heading up into Meridia, going so deep as Croc, and is now heading through Meridia himself.
Now that I know that hell runs are not required, I'm not doing them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good call. Let's get you some runs on stream. Yeah, all in a very good run, I think.
Thank you. And then I'm heading off.
GG.
GG. And see you guys.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in. So we've got Andreww now making their way up through Meridian, heading towards their Turia.
Yep. Probably going to be finishing fairly soon here. Meanwhile, AWP is now heading directly down into Lower Norfair, making their beeline to Ridley. Now that they have Charge Beam, they are officially in go mode, I would say.
I'm actually really impressed by just how few major items Andreww has here.
Yeah, only 7 majors, and he only needed 6 of them. Doesn't need screw attack for progression.
I suspect we'll see a ship refill from him too.
Yes.
Of course, this is
1, 6, and 7. Not horrible ammo counts, but yeah, not quite as high as you
it's
would
not
like.
great. It's going to be quite a long Mother Brain fight for him too.
With just Ice Beam, you are doing 200 charge shots, although I'd imagine he will pump in a fair amount of supers.
Yeah, he should have probably around 30 supers for Mother Brain 2, which means we're looking at around 100 ice shots.
Yeah.
There or thereabouts.
AWP still checking out for a few items here before heading down to Ridley. Probably just wants a little more safety before going into Lower Norfair. Might not be super confident in their freezing strats for worst room in the game, or their wall jumping for worst room in the game. Might be looking for space jump or vanilla bombs, which they won't be finding as they are in Mama Turtle.
Those are very fair things to be a little bit cautious about your abilities on. Certainly not the easiest room. You know, it's well named in a lot of cases.
Yeah. And you're now heading down into Turian. While Glacio goes to fight Dragon. Glacio also, it is worth mentioning, has the most powerful beam combo in the game, and can microwave Dragon. And it looks like they are going to. AWP is fighting Croc as well.
Didn't quite get enough hits there.
Not quite, but we'll probably get it on this one.
That's looking much better.
There we go. And you're showing off some very fast metro rooms that we talked over because people were fighting bosses.
That is quite the E-mod, isn't it, Melodia?
I mean, as someone who is very proudly on Team Always Bet on Croc, I'm never sad to see a Croc fight. Logically, I'm aware Croc is not necessarily the best option in many cases, but always bet on Croc. Andrew gets grabbed by the baby, facing right, of course.
Baby feeling very sorry right now.
Aww. It'll get its redemption soon. Glacio, now having finished Dragon, going to be heading down to Ridley. AWP wanting to go up and check the Croc power bombs. Looks like doing a crouch jump here. You can spark across that gap. You can charge up a spark in Croc's room and then spark across. But it looks like they're trying to freeze one of these gamuts. Do a little wall jump.
Nice strat to know to be able to taunt those guys across. What a nice speed skip from Andreww there.
Yeah, that is not easy to do. In one of my races, I got here without Ice Beam and was like, let's try doing speed skip once. And I tried and I didn't do it. And then I was like, okay. And then I performed the famous Zeb skip skip, where you shoot all the Zebitite, thereby skipping Zeb skip. You see Andrew starting off Mother Brain. Unloading 30 supers before transitioning into charge shots.
Should see the predicted 100 charge shots that we mentioned earlier.
I find it interesting that he opened the fight with 100 supers. Obviously, if you close the fight, or 100 supers, 30 supers, if you close the fight with 30 supers, then you spend a lot less time having to dodge catch-up beams. Although, in many ways, the catch-up beam can be easier to dodge. It's, in some ways, sort of more consistent with its timing. So, just an interesting choice there of what patterns you prefer to dodge out of Mother Brain.
Get a bit of a better feel, a bit more catch-ups are coming as well. On top of just sort of intuition all the time.
Doesn't make them any less scary though. High jump boots at Indiana Jones, and some celebratory code-acting out of AWP. Now, having found high jump, I think they are in go mode, but they're going to check grapple. I mean, might as well. You're right here. Yeah, validates the run. Picking up spring ball.
Master and Kip confirming in chat there. Red beam phase is the easiest.
Oh, he's gonna skip spring ball. Where's that one OT emote of like the guy dabbing sweat? That's an OT emote, right?
Maybe.
I don't... Maybe, I don't know. I've watched Oach's stream a few times.
Interesting delayed ketchup thing.
Andreww is expertly dealing with this catch-up phase, and decides to not go for stand-up glitch, and just rams his face into Mother Brain's kneecap down to 350 or so health. Very excellent charge ice fight there out of Andreww. With space jump, it's really not too bad. While AWP is heading down to Lower Warfare.
Sorry, last time I missed it myself by watching the videos, but Billy thinks ready in chat.
I really hope I got the capitalization right on that. It's been a while.
Continues deeper in the lower north edge, just as AWP enters.
AWP not going to Golden Teresa. Glacio also picks up the power bombs of shame. I guess wanting that 15 power bombs that I guess they can now pretty safely power bomb the Metroids and Turian if they have to. That and also, oh, they only had one power bomb, so yeah, they probably just wanted to be a little bit safe, make sure that they could get out of Lower Warfare, especially without bombs. No, you don't have to rely so much on drops. Here, AWP into worst room of the game with high jump boots. Making that wall jump on the side gonna be a lot easier. And with Mother Brain done, Andreww just needs to get out of there, man. AWP gets the wall jump in worst room.
Sees off the metal pirates.
No blue bomber, unfortunately. I like blue bomber. It's a good start. Although AWP does have the kit to do blue bomber, right? Speed booster, spring ball, high jump. That's it.
Indeed. We'll see that one.
I hope so. Glacio now into their middle fight. With charge, ice wave, plasma, they should be pretty safe here, though they are going for supers anyway. Supers are a little bit easier, just because you don't have to worry so much about timing them. They're much easier to spam, although charge, ice wave, plasma does do better DPS than just straight supers, I'm pretty sure.
Time of 1 hour, 16 minutes and 15 seconds. GG to Andreww.
GG.
We're just waiting to see if they want to come in for an interview.
Glacio has now finished up their Ridley fight. Very nicely done.
And Andreww is going to join us.
Fantastic. We have a high five between Glacio and AWP. One leaving Ridley, one entering.
Andreww, GG.
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 Very good run.
Thanks.
What-
I feel like it.
What were your thoughts on the
I'd-
seed?
I'm sorry.
What were your thoughts on the seed?
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up nicely.
I would like to say
Where the heck was Space Jump?
Space Jump was at water aqueduct, not waterway.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the aqueduct items.
Yep, I was never gonna get that with my route.
I gotta say, very nice kills on Ridley and Motherbrain with only charge ice. Not an easy thing to do.
I had like 80 tanks.
I guess if you're used to low percent, it's like, oh, sweet. I got all this health and get hit like 70 times.
Yeah, I can get hit like a billion times, doesn't even matter. Oh yeah, thanks.
Any major regrets in this run?
Oh man, I wish I had continued and done CWJ. That's my one regret. Right there.
Yeah, the ship was pretty stacked this one.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what's the chances of it requiring CWJ? Not requiring, but it'll help me out. You know, I was like, yeah, probably pretty low. I feel like that's the right decision, but it's unfortunate it doesn't work out, right?
Yeah.
We have had a couple of seeds in this SMRAT logic where the logic has taken our runners through Meridia and up through the Forgotten Highway. And
Yes.
progression is in the ship.
Forgotten
Yes.
Highway. Is that how they justify that logic? Is because there's not supposed to be a gravity jump or what?
Yeah, because gravity jumps aren't in the logic, at least not to my knowledge. So you can take Meridia up through Forgotten Highway, enter wrecked ship, and then from there you have Speed Booster and Varia?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It doesn't come up very often, but we have seen a couple of seeds where it's been part of the logic. I don't
Yeah,
think we've
our
ever seen
first
anyone
place-
follow logic.
Our first place runner grabbed gravity, went up, did wrecked ship instead of going into Meridia, got the stacked ship items, and then went down, did Kraid, Ridley, and then grabbed Dragon on the way out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was an interesting one.
Yeah,
Good one to commentate.
Full clearing Meridia without any movement items is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And I did not forget it was this dumb wall jump to get out of plasma, but I did realize I hadn't practiced it in a while, so I was like, well, let's see how long it takes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
you
I
got
mean,
that
it
pretty
didn't end
quickly.
up taking that long. Yeah. That could have easily taken much longer.
Yeah, I guess so.
And is
Uh,
that pixel perfect?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure it's like the exact same layout as the worst room in the game wall jump. Just people don't
Yeah.
know any cues as much for it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you
Also,
have
I think this was my second win against AWP. We had a race yesterday.
Yes, indeed it was. Let me get your second win on there.
Just making sure.
No, that was definitely your second.
Oh.
Forget to update the stream.
Glautio! Oh god! The monster killing the fish!
Damn it, Glautio.
Oh, how terrible.
Some people.
You can only be redeemed if you save the animals. I'm throwing down the gauntlet even though they can't hear me.
Do you have any questions for us, Andrew? Item locations. Or...
Where was high jump, actually? I didn't look.
That was at Indiana Jones missile.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I checked a grand total of 2 items in Norfair. All of Norfair. So.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much after getting Gravity Suit and then getting charge, and then visiting wrecked ship, like that's go mode for most speedrunners.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for me, but thanks for having me, and I'll see you around.
Yep.
Thank you.
GG. Thanks for dropping in for interview. So
Here we have.
Go on.
You go.
Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Glacio.
Well,
taking a
Glacio.
ship refill.
Yep. And then going to be heading down into Turian, where AWP not going to be far behind them, just has to climb their way out of Meridia.
Freezing the fish nicely there to make their way up.
Yep.
Spark up through Mount Everest.
All right.
Ooh, bonks on the platform.
I'm gonna get some dinner. And
Lineup
then
for
I'll be
that,
back.
for those wondering,
in
you see
like...
that shaft that that AWP is standing in now. You just want to be on either edge of that shaft. So what I usually do, I'll just spin jump right up into the wall, break spin with angle up or angle down, and then spark right up. Nice consistent setup to get up there. AWP does not kill the fish, as they are a civilized runner. And Glacio enters Turian. Oh, sweet. Follower notifications.
Andrew, thank you very much for the host.
Oh. Also, speaking of follower notifications, go follow the runners. They are all excellent, they all play Super Metroid, and they do it for your entertainment. So if you like what you see here, you should go follow them all. I want to see more follower notifications on Glacio's stream. Give it to me.
Glacio having some fairly nice Metroid rooms there too. And that one there, an intentional shout out to Kojak, I assume. Destroys the Dust Teresa.
The lag Chorizo, as I lovingly call him, because he causes a lot of lag with that sand breaking effect.
Prepares to damage down. Now, AWP here does have the equipment for a baby skip. I don't know if we'll see one.
Yes.
But could help to close the gap. AWP and Glacio, of course, not actually racing against each other. This was a 2v2, 1v1. Sorry, Traviktox versus Glacio and Andreww versus AWP.
Glacio also takes off both suits here in order to speed up the baby cutscene, and then Crystal flashes to avoid going to the energy refill.
Very nice.
Hey, Plof27, who's that?
On behalf of Glacio, Plof, thank you for the follow.
Anytime.
AWP making their way through the Metroid rooms quite nicely. Bodied by a couple of rinkers there.
Glacio does take the save here right before Mother Brain. Might be worried about a baby, or not baby skip, a stand-up soft lock, or also just general safety.
Yeah, I think it's sensible to take at this point.
Yes.
AWP also removes their suits, ready to damage down. Looks like we're not going to be seeing any baby skip here.
When Glacio put their suits back on, did they put on both or did they just put on gravity? Because if they just put on gravity, that's an indicator that they're planning on doing stand-up. If they put on both... I wasn't paying attention because I was like, menuing, who cares, right? AWP does put on both suits, so likely not going to be doing stand-up, although they still might. They might take off Varia after Mother Brain gets to the Hyper Beam phase. Because Varia does, of course, still protect you from damage during the first two phases. And you do need to keep above a certain health threshold in order to still do stand-up glitch.
I'll just bodying a few hits there.
I mean, he's got the health for it.
Yeah, might as well. That's very born off.
And yeah, going for stand-up.
Very nice.
Takes a smack on Mother Brain's kneecap, gets below 100 HP. And unfortunately does not get to check Twitter because you have to space jump it in the corner, which does take a minimal amount of effort. Also, AWP going for Zeb skip, just shooting out all the Zebutite instead of skipping it. Shooting at the Zebutite with missiles, specifically. Probably wanting to conserve supers for Mother Brain.
Got the 7 supers there.
Getting smacked by a couple SpaghettiOs. Oh, so annoying, our beloved SpaghettiOs. Meanwhile, Glacio's performing their stand-up glitch. With Ice Wave Plasma, they're going to have a pretty fast Mother Brain here.
Yeah,
AWP still could stand-up glitch to save time, but not as much. And Glacio makes it through the entire stand-up glitch without soft locking. Very nice. Mother Brain turns beautiful. Yep. I mean, with only Ice and Wave, stand-up isn't going to be saving you a ton of time, just because you're not doing a ton of damage with your beam. So it's totally reasonable. And Glacio just needs to get out of there.
Glacio make his escape. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you all that this Thursday, 5:30 PM Eastern, we have an exhibition match between Zosti, Slaughters, Andreww and Asger, 4 really big names in the community. And that match is going to be commentated by another 2 huge names, Autumnboards and Justified. They're going to be here on Speedrunners Arena commentating that match. Hope to see you all there. Should be a really, really hype match.
I'm really excited for it, personally.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. All really strong runners there.
4 excellent runners, 2 excellent commentators. Yeah, it's going to be really fun and really good. Flasher having a little bit of trouble with escape. What was that, 4? Numbers are hard. But does make it out. AWP going on into Mother Brain 3.
I always find Parlour to be one of these weird rooms that at the start of a rando, if you have high jump, it throws you muscle memory. And at the end of a rando, if you don't have it, it throws you muscle memory.
Yep. And Glacio with the redemption, saving the animals, all crimes are forgiven. Oh, unfortunately bonked the reverse spark. Only by a couple pixels, too.
Glacier finish it up. Dot done with an official SRL time of 1 hour 32 minutes and 48 seconds. GG to Glacier.
And AWP not far behind, finishing up their escape. It's going to be done probably within the next minute or so. 2 minutes if they save the animals, maybe.
Let's see if we get a double animal save.
I'm very, very proudly on Team Save the Animals, so I know. Ban me now.
It's the spark. And has high jump, so can let any percent muscle memory do its thing.
Yep.
And we've got our second save.
Fantastic. Run truly validated. Spring ball, saved animals.
Let's get you AWP's audio on this. Getting a little bit of lag from and AWP finishes up with an official SRL time of 1 hour 34 minutes and 38 seconds. GG to AWP.
GG.
See if they want to jump in for an interview. And they will. So, let's get them across here as soon as they're in. Music so that we don't get any echo from the stream there. If I can find it. There we go. And AWP, GG.
Hey, thanks.
GG.
That high jump location is ridiculous.
That was pretty rough.
That was all I needed for Cobra. For worst moving in. That was all I needed.
Yep.
What
Do you have any other thoughts on the seed?
Yep.
Are they safe to be broadcast?
Sorry.
Are your thoughts on the seed safe to be broadcast?
Thoughts on the seed, what?
Safe to be broadcast.
Safe to be. What you mean? Sorry.
Are they family friendly?
Yeah.
Are what family?
Your thoughts on the seed?
No, not really. Other than it was pretty intense. Other than that, nothing PG there about
Do you have any grand regrets about this run?
Maybe the gravity jump out of Meridian that I was trying to do after Dragon, and maybe the Meridian play in general. I probably should have their second step first. But I forgot where I found speed booster. What was that?
Wreck ship.
Red ship. Okay. And I got gravity before I got to red ship, right?
Yeah, gravity was at jump missiles.
Yeah, so I probably should have went straight up there, like up red tower, the red ship to get speed, and then that would have made the video a lot easier.
Yeah, our first place runner, Trav, grabbed gravity down in Norfair, then went straight up to wreck ship, got Varia and speed booster, then went down red tower, did Kraid and Ridley, and then grabbed Dragon on the way back out to the ship.
Yeah. And I don't know where space jump was, but yeah, Croc seemed like my only option for one of those. By the way, thanks for the follows, everybody. Go ahead.
Space jump was at Aqueduct.
The one I was trying to do the snail flip.
Yeah.
Oh, and I failed that. Okay. Yeah, I kind of wish I got speed first for that. That would have made it easier. I would have had to look for high jump.
Either way, GG on the run.
Thanks. Appreciate it. And likewise, thanks.
Oh, any final comments?
No, really. It's fun. Had a blast.
Excellent. Of course, that's not the end of your tournament. We've still got the alternate winners bracket, because I believe we're not on.
The losers bracket. Just say it. I don't care.
So yeah, we'll see you back in the future.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna head out now.
Right,
Take
cool.
care, everybody.
GG, and thanks for the interview.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, and that concludes the race, everyone. So later on tonight, we still have 3 races to bring you. At 8:30 Eastern, we have Hero versus Valorant, I believe, here on SRA. That should be broadcast here at 8:30. And then at 10, we have a 4-way over on Speedrunners Arena 2. That is Gamercoon versus Burnin, and Gamerholic versus Link Hero of Time. So certainly not the end of the randomizer action from SRA and the SMRAT tournament. Hope to catch some of you there, although I probably won't be there personally because it is now 1 in the morning. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Plough, thank you for core commentary.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. And Pete, thank you for Tracker. Final call, give our runners a follow. Give the commentary team a follow. Pete on Tracker, Plough, and I'll shamelessly plug myself, why not? And
Swap Space, our excellent commentator.
thanks. And yeah, see you next mission.